Hey y'all, this is going to be the worst. Probably the worst tutorial you've ever seen. Number one, because I have such a mess on my mat here. I had already poured all this stuff out. Sorry, trying to get this. Well, I'll just move this stuff over. Okay, first of all, what we are doing here, you see by the title, is we are going to attempt to make a row counter. And this is the one. Let's see, I got to remember I'm on the 4th row in the project I'm working on. I didn't write that down. 4. May the force be with me. Okay. This is the one Miss Crotchety Clogger, Mary Ann, made for me, and it is gorgeous. She used some hemp. This right here, the fabric that the string that she used is hemp. And I love her crimp right here, and I don't have one like that. Lord of mercy, I didn't even find my crimp beads, so I hope I can find them after a while. I may just tell you about them, or I may come back and do a part 2. Not prepared. I was going to shove all this stuff into a bowl and try to pretend I'm more. This is my brain, y'all. This is how squirrely my brain is. But anyway, and I am going to link the Yarn Hag Ryan's video of hers, because, oh my gosh, she's the one who did the video of it that I saw originally. There are other videos about it, and I think she's got a giveaway going on if you make one. I won't swear to it. I'm going to link her video, but give me a minute. Once this goes up, I've got to get into my description box and do it. I could not make it public until I do that, I guess. If I could figure that out, but I'll probably forget it. But this is pretty, having a bead down at the bottom. This is just for pretty, but it is gorgeous. And I love the colors of the beads she used. And you can do something uniform like this where every other one's a different color. So your even rows with odd rows one color, even rows another color, whatever. But the point of it is to keep up with your rows. So I start out like this, and I do my first row, and this is just the way I do it. And then after I do my first row, I put it there. And that lets me know I've done one row, and I'm working on the second row. After I've done the second row, I scoot this up, and it's much easier to scoot when I'm not holding it. Anyway, so you've got to leave some room between your beads. Got to leave some scooting room. Boot, scoot, and boogie. And what else do I want to say about this? Oh, and so you just I'm going to show you, you'll take your length of string, whatever it is you use, or your material, and you fold it in half, and then you loop it through this. I'm going to show you all that. This, Mary Ann did. I don't think Ryan had this. I might link you to, did Mary Ann do a video? I don't know if she did a video, but she showed me hers. Somehow I saw hers, so maybe she did. And we were saying, Ryan and I and a whole bunch of people, that this is genius, because she made this little doohickey. I don't have any of these little doohickeys made, but this little doohickey allows you, it's just a strip of crocheted, just a few rows, looks like. And then she sewed a bead on one end. Looks like she sewed it with the yarn. And then she's got this little buttonhole that I don't know if I can do when I'm on camera. Any other time, it's easy peasy. So I wrap this around my pole lamp. And then it's just so amazingly, and you would not believe, because I usually keep up with my rows. I think JoJo, we were talking about it on Zoom, and she says she just uses tally marks, and that's what I do, or just on the pattern, I'll make a little mark real lightly in pencil and then go back and erase. But I was having, you wouldn't believe it, the trouble I was having the other day, just doing a simple washcloth, keeping up with the rows. And just moving this bead made it even simpler than just making a mark on a pattern for some reason. I don't know, but anyway, it's gorgeous. You can make bracelets. I looked on Etsy, and oh my gosh, just look up row counter. So I'm gonna lay hers over there. And you'll find all kinds of stuff. I measured the one Marianne made, and it was about 10 inches. Let me grab this. Y'all, I hate this is so junky, but this sincerely is my headspace. And my house. Can you imagine what my house looks like? So I get to 10 here. And actually, I'm going to make it a little longer because you got, I think I measured the whole thing, but I'm just going to scoot down a little bit more. And I'm just going to hold my finger there. And just make that my, where I'm holding my finger, make that my center. I'm going to drop that and cut this right here. Y'all, this just give you an idea, but do make sure you go back and look at Ryan's. Oh, and these scissors are the awfulest. And this is terrible, me trying to do, look at that. Sorry, I'm going to have to cut it where I can see it a little better. There we go. So I just cut it. Just cut it. You see how dull those scissors were? Wouldn't even cut through that. Oh, doggone. You know what I meant to do was bring a needle over here to see if I had a needle. A large-eyed tapestry needle that would go through these, but they're so big that, and look at this, y'all. I doubt it would go through the bead. I had this copper wire stuff that I got who knows where. I guess either I ordered it or it was in the jewelry section somewhere. But I just cut a little bit and made this crazy looking little thing here. And then I just attached my, sorry, I'm not trying to gig you, attached my string in there. And then I started a bead, so I like that much better than these. These are just jump rings, and it's just something I had. But anyway, you want to pull this through. Sorry, I'm so close, and it's making it blurry. And grab your other ends. Pull them through. Just so you get it on your, whatever it is you're using as your ring. And try to pull it so it's even down at the bottom. Let's see how good I did. Not too good, but I pulled out some extra. I could try to redo this. Let's see if I can get it a little more better. Probably make it worse. I think that's a little better. Let's see. That's better. So anyway, that's what you do to get started. Then, I'm so sorry about all this mess, guys. Just pretend none of all this junk is up here. But I'm doing stitch markers. Also, before I do that, let me show you this one that I did get started. So I did that on here. I untwisted this and just put that on here, and then I just kind of twisted it around. So that's why it's on the inside there. And then I started with my beads. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute, but I just want to show you the ones I've gotten started. And then I started this one. I like this is just some nylon, I think it's nylon cording I had sitting around that I used to tie my my yarn up when I dye it, which is very rare. So this is number 1 bead, number 2 bead, and it slides very well on this. I don't know how durable this will be, and Ryan talks to you about that. Do make sure before you attempt to make one of these that you watch her video. I did ask her, got in touch with her and asked her if it was okay for me to do this. And you see I've got the other beads laid out here. And I've tried to make it so that, you know, my first bead was orange, the second one. And by the way, Jewel Hardison got me all these beads. Not these, but all these. The numbers and letters. Oh my gosh. And she got me eye pens way back when. She is a saint. So I tried to use different colors just because. You could use all the same colors if you wanted to. But let me set that right here. So the 3 is going to be a blue one. And the 4, green. The 5, back to pink. And 6 is yellow. 7, back to pink. I probably could have found something else. Am I even on the... Ah, shoot. I about said a wordy dirt. Almost did. Darn it. Well, I lost some beads on the floor. Oh, well. Anyway, you see, I tried to get different colors there. And, of course, I would lose my 3 on the floor. No, I didn't. Right here it is. 3, 4. I lost 5. Okay, and then I had this. This is like a little piece of leather. It's actually pretty long. I don't know if it's leather or leather match, leather-like. And I used these beads I got at Hobby Lobby. And see how big those holes are? And they're pretty. I have no idea what they're made of, if it's painted wood or what. But look at this one. So I went ahead and did a few, but I'm going to show you how to put the beads on in a minute. But I just wanted to show you a few. So I wanted to do, you know, just alternate colors. So I've got that one. Just got several started. This was a bracelet. So it's pretty short. But this is leather. But I kept having problems with it, and I couldn't keep it knotted. So, and y'all, like I say, I might have to come back and do a part 2, or you just use your imagination, or watch Ryan's or Marianne's on the end of it. What I'll probably do is just tie. Let me see if I can find that other bead down here, or find another one. Oh, if I'm not a piece of work. I bet y'all just shake your heads at me. Oh, and by the way, look at this. I got a happy mail coming from Cassetta Laws. Woo! Oh, I guess I can show you. It's her P.O. box. Santa! And it's heavy. I have no idea what it is, but I wanted to get this done. Since I've got this one ready, let's just kind of show this. This is, you can see how limp this is, this nylon cord. So, and since this is so thin and the beads have a pretty big hole, I could have used some sort of needle, but see, I'm on this. Can you see? Trying to see when I record like this, y'all ought to see how I'm trying to look at what you're looking at. You're seeing all this mess up here really well. Oh, let me move all that junk. I could move it back later. Okay, believe it or not, I get work done with stuff piled up like this. I'm just used to piled up. But you take this side. It really wouldn't matter which side you started with, I don't reckon. And you hold your bead so it's the way you want it, facing you. And you get the end of your string. And as you might guess, you go from left to right and pull it through. And then you take this side, do the same thing, but going from right to left instead of left to right. And Ryan tells you when she's doing hers, y'all please, please watch hers. It's so much better than this mess. This is Granny's attempt at trying to do something. Somebody else had a great idea, and I'm not at all trying to improve upon it. I'm just trying to do it. You know what would be great if you had a little bit of wax or something you could put on these ends to make them stiff somehow. That's why this is great. I think I'll show you the next one using that. So you just pull, pull, pull from both sides until you get it up there, right? Can you see that? That's all you do. Then I would just keep doing that with my other beads. And you know, it only goes through, and of course, through your 9 is your 6 upside down. So 3, 4, 5, I knocked on the floor. There's where'd my 7 go? Oh, I've got 2. No, I got 1 as a 6, 1 as a 9. And then I just put a 0 as my 10, or you could put this little, I've got some of these that just have hearts on them in different colors. Let's go back to this one. And then you can hang all sorts of pretty stuff like, ooh, sorry, boing, boing, boing. Like Mary Ann did on this one. You can hang all sorts of pretties like these that folks have given me. And I'm sorry if I don't remember who gave me what. I had several people give, well, there's 2 of those. Little squirrely jewelry. But look at this. I'm pretty sure this was a darn good yarn thing we got that was a bookmark. But, see that? I could hang that on the end, but it's quite weighty. So I'm not sure if I'd want to do that or not. This little pine cone. Hoping you can see this stuff. I know I got all this. Can I go down some more? There we go. Helps a little bit, maybe. If you're OCD or whatever and you watch my videos, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. But I just love these. And I've got some in silver. They're like the little limbs. I just love these. And they've got several little holes, so you can decide where you want to attach this. Does it have the squirrel on it? I think it's just leaves and stuff, but you can see it there. And then there's the same thing in silver. And I also have like the caps of one here. There's a silver pine cone. All kinds of goodies. I got lots and lots and lots of squirrels. And I put some of them. This is the, got me squirreling. But this is the bracelet Classy Kim sent me a while back, and I've added to it. She put a G, GrannyDee, GD. That doesn't look too good, does it? But I added something like this, and I just put it on with this, which isn't going to work. I'm going to have to do that with something else. I think I added that one. She may have had it on there. But I had some squirrels on this one, and I think they fell off. All right, let me get back to what I was going to do. Let's move this stuff out of the way. But I'm going to start, I'm going to do some stitch markers for Happy Mails, but I'm also going to make some of these for Happy Mails. It's such a cool thing to send. You just have to put on, really pad your envelope, maybe do some bubble wrap or whatever to keep it, make sure it gets to where it's going in one piece, or as it's supposed to be, without crushing the beads. Okay, so these are beads. Where's my box of beads? These I also got at Hobby Lobby, and it just says they are printed. Probably have that so close you can't see it. Printed wood bead mix, and they were $8.99, and this other box was $3.99. Oh, and I also got, all these are it was either called jute, or what's the other word? Not twine. Can't think of it right now. Hemp. Jute or hemp. I think it was called jute. And this is like 12 different colors, and gee whiz, I think it was like $6.99. Should have kept the tag on it, but it's got all different colors, 12 different colors of string. And you could probably get about 3 of these. And somebody said, well, could you make bracelets out of these? You sure could. Get on Etsy and look at what people have made. And just recreate it, man. Man, woman, child. Excuse my nails, too. And I've got... I looked at my nails yesterday and I thought, why is it black all around my nails? See if I had a little wax. And I'm also trying to do this looking through the camera instead of just going through. What was I saying, y'all? As if you could answer me that. Who knows? Dang, I hate it when I do that. Well, come on. What was I saying? Now see, I really need the wax stuff or something on the end. Y'all leave in the comments what I could use. I'm thinking some sort of wax I could put on the end. Oh, I know what I was going to say, I think I was going to say that Ryan was talking about, this may not be it at all, talking about making sure your material, whatever you use for your string, doesn't get tangled, because it could cause it to knot up and then not be able to slide. So you see, you just go through. I just used this one, went from left to right, and then I go grab this other string, and it's wanting to do this on me. Wet it. Come through, please. And you don't want, because see, this is plied, and the other day I messed up a length of this cord because I just grabbed part of it thinking it was not going to separate it on me, and it separated on me. So there we go, and we just pull it through both, and look at there. I just love how this copper looks with this, and I know it's not real. It's very soft to manipulate. Look at this stuff. And you just cut it. Well, there goes that. And you just cut it with your little wire cutters. I even bent it back and forth, and then it just came off. I need a little file or something like that I could smooth out the edges so it wouldn't stab you. Dang, every time I move, something falls off. Every time I move. So, anyway, you see how that's how you do that, right? Golly, if this ain't the worst ever. Watch Granny be squirrely and try to do something, and everything's falling off of the floor, and she's got her mat all full of junk. Remember that commercial? This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs with the eggs. Frying eggs. This is Granny's brain. You could see this whole table. And I'm not on drugs except medicines, but I need to be on my other medicine. But anyway, y'all, this has already gone on nearly 30 minutes. I'm just going to try to grab, and look at these. Look at these. Teeny tiny holes. So I'm taking my some needle nose pliers and going through each side and just trying to bore it out some. If you had some kind of little drill bit or something, that helps it a little bit, but that's not near as big. Well, maybe it is now. As these, and sometimes you got little bits and bobs of stuff in there that it doesn't hurt. I'm sorry, I keep bouncing the camera around, y'all. But it wouldn't hurt to put all these through this. Just make sure there aren't any weird bits in there. Okay, let me get a different. So see, when you exclude those dark beads, don't have as many different ones to choose from, because this one's really kind of like this one, isn't it? Let's see if this will work. Just for kicks and giggles. So, I'm sorry, I have to put this down near the bottom out of your field of vision, but I gotta see what I'm doing. Come on, string work. Lord, help me with this. Lord, Lord, please. I'm going to have to come back and do a part 2, I think. Or either you can just imagine the rest of it. Or I do want you to look at Ryan's. She is so not a hag. HAG must stand for something. What could we make HAG stand for that would remind us of our beautiful inside and out Ryan? Happy ass girl. Sorry, Ryan. I cannot get that through there, so screw it. Screw that one. Sorry. See, you do not want this to start happening. I don't want to keep cutting it out. Oh, golly, I just noticed my TV is on. I cannot redo this. I'm going to go turn it down. Daggone. And I'm at the end of what I'm going to show you anyway. Just about, I think. Oh, my gosh. See how my mind don't work? Oh, and I said I was about out of fruity teas, and I am not out of fruity teas. What I meant to say was I can't even find my remote. Can't find the remote. I found it. Oh my gosh. Oh, help me, Jesus. Sorry, y'all. I almost fell, and now I'm trying to get back up. I tripped over. Oh. Nothing hurt. Nothing hurt. Oh, I gotta lose weight. I tripped over a bag in there and nearly busted my tail, but I didn't. Just almost nearly. Oh, please, Lord. I'm going to have to cut this out. This is real life. Sorry if I just busted your ears out. Okay. We hope we won't have to keep trimming bits off. Oh, look. I just did it again. You see that? Ah! What else can happen with this? And I don't want to have to film it over again. Okay. You just have to laugh to keep from crying. Okay, so it goes through there. Oh, or scream. Jeez Louise. It's really not that hard. It's just my inadequate materials here. I have some better scissors. Of course, they're on the other side of the table. But I might have to grab them. I don't know why I didn't to begin with. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Oh, my gosh. Said that too. No, I thank the good Lord anyway. I said that too soon, but you can't thank the Lord too soon. No, you can't. Okay, so here's what can happen. I'm sure I'm going to get some handy dandy tips from you guys. This is so easy. If you have materials that... I'm just leaving that there. We gotta go over here. Okay, let's try this. This really is fine if you got better scissors and maybe some little bit of wax or something. Even if you burned a candle, blew it out, and then when it gets not so bad that it's going to burn you, let's try to do one with a couple of these beads. Looky there. Please God, let this work. And then I hope you can see what I'm doing. If nothing else, this will make you want to look it up. Other people's tutorials. How to make a row counter for knit or crochet. Or just how to make a row counter. But I would suggest also looking at Etsy at some of the other ones that are out there. Oh my gosh, they got some really cute ones that are like links of chain that also have beads, and you can, it'll have a lobster clasp with something cute on the end of it, some cute little charm, and that you would move this like when you get into the 20s and the 30s and the 40s, if you need a row counter that has to count that many, but usually you're just counting your, your pattern, and then you start over again. I don't want to do that. That looks too much like that one. Let's do a green. I'm sorry, boing. Boing! Golly gosh, it's going to end up being an hour's worth of, oh my gosh, of Granny trying to do stuff and screwing up and having stuff off the camera that you can't even see. OMG. OMG. And that G stands for gosh, goodness gracious. Oh no, y'all, look. I'm about to give up. And I am not going to do a take two, not when I've already spent all this time. Y'all know how I am. Everybody does it, and they're going to go, oh, who is this woman? Maybe they'll see I'm such a train wreck that they have to watch me, right? I don't know what brought this to mind except for me goofing up and laughing about it. Do y'all remember, what was it, two fat ladies? They were two British ladies. And I think it was two fat ladies. But they did like a cooking show, and oh my gosh, were they a hoot to watch. They'd take you to the butcher's, and I think they rode a motorcycle with a sidecar or something like that. They were a hoot. A hoot. And some of these are bigger than others. But anyway, you want to do, I would do at least 10 beads. Is that what? Wait a minute. 20. Marianne did 20. I'm basing mine off what crotchety Marianne did. But whatever. You could do 10 too if you wanted to. Most patterns are, if you know, pattern repeats are not going to be, well, in crochet, I just always do such simple things that. But even that little washcloth that I got from Ross, Smell Great guy, sorry, I keep knocking y'all about, was about what was it, 8-row repeat, just for a washcloth. So yeah, you probably want to do 20. I was just thinking, if you do it with these numbers, maybe you would just start over again. You know, this one, when you go to 1, 2, 3, all the way to, I just turned them upside down. And you put your little special heart bead, then maybe you could just start with another series of 1 through 0, or 0 through 9. However, okay guys, I'm not gonna keep going. This is already 40-something minutes, but y'all get the drift. At the end, don't forget, you gotta leave yourself some, see how these move? You wanna test them and make sure that they move good. They slide well. Let me show you on Mary Ann's. Let me show you on Mary Ann's. Mary Ann, I'm gonna link you too. I'll just love this that she did. That is great. But you gotta have yourself some wiggle room. Let me see if I can back y'all up. She did 20 beads on here, and I love, love, love this. Should patent that, Mary Ann. But you've got to leave some room in here. I hope my botched up mess helps y'all. And give you a laugh anyway. Gave me a chance to show my beautiful one here that Mary Ann gave me. So, like I said, on mine, I just do, when I'm doing my first row, I don't do anything. Once I finish my first row, this is just me. You could do it like that when you're, you know, while you're on your first row if you want to. But I slide it up afterwards, and then I know I've done 1. I'm working on 2. When I finish 2, push the next one up, and so on and so forth. But you see how she's got that room in there? And then this is her. She tied a knot right here at the end. This is what you want to see, the end. That I'm not going to show you because I'm making a mess. But you can just tie a simple knot at the end and just have some fringe or something. Or you can scoot a crimp bead on here like she's done. Add a charm. However you want to do it. I may come back, y'all, and do a part 2 because I feel bad. Who knows when it'll be, though. Okay, y'all, I love you, and I'm sorry this didn't turn out so great. Watch Granny attempt to. It's really not that hard. You know what I should have done was use this. Let's just try one of these right quick. Let's try a pretty color. I just feel like such a failure. Y'all know I'm full of bull. My uncle used to say, full of baloney. Same uncle that said, oh, baby used to stuff too. If y'all are sort of new to me, or you haven't seen my oldest videos, please go back and look at them. Not that I'm all that at any time of my YouTube journey, but I think the first ones, it's like blowing my own horn, but I think my first ones were my best ones only because I was new at it and I was still making messes like crazy. But I had funny family stories to tell. And that was one of them, about my uncle and aunt. I'm just going to tell you, they were in the throes of passion. And I had a line in the story that was said, use the stuff. Oh, baby. Use the stuff. Please go back and watch. I have no idea which one it is, but it's one of the earlier ones. I used to actually try to have kind of structured videos where I'd have segments. Oh, yeah. I used to be all kind of try to pattern myself after other folks and have segments finished. I never did have finished objects. I only start stuff, y'all. I still have the very first 2 whips I showed are still in the very same shape, probably not in the same bag, but now I can use, since I'm using this cord, I can use these. Please, God, don't let this unravel on me. Please, Lord. Where's that one I diddled out? I thought it was this one. I'm just going to show you a bead or two of this material. Yeah, but then I had a segment like what Mama said, or Mama's lingo, or something like that, because my mother, there's something that's stopping this from going through. Please, oh please, Lord, help me. Please, oh Lord, don't let it. There we go. Hooray, hurrah. Hooray, hurrah. So anyway, you see how to do it. Look how pretty that went in there. I'm just so tickled because now I can use, and I'm going to use this stuff, make some more little hoop-de-doos like that, because I do love the way this is looking. It's like earthy elements. Look like a fruits and nuts hippie lady. But anyway, yay, so now I can use those wooden beads, and I'm not just having to use these 2. I can use them all. What? This string's gonna kind of clash with the, let me run these through here. But yeah, please go through and watch those early vids. And they might not, I don't know how ads work. Once you get ads, does it just start working at You know, like I'm saying, if you go back and watch my early vids, I need to try that. Do they have commercials too, or do they not? I was going to say, if you go back and watch those, you might be spared the agony of commercials. I'm kind of like Hitchcock. Did you ever watch Alfred Hitchcock? He hated commercials. He would say on his Alfred Hitchcock Presents, God, I love to watch that, in Twilight Zone and stuff. I'm all over it. Look at this. Look at this, getting all messed up in there. Lord help me. Oh, Lord, if this don't show you right here that anybody can push that button and have a channel. Ooh. Now, what was I saying? Oh, Alfred Hitchcock in the commercials. Yeah. Go back and watch Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and he'll always say something kind of nasty about the commercials, but in the politest way that he can get away, or in the snarkiest way he can without getting in trouble with the TV people, TV gods that be. Okay, y'all, so this string is doing well. So buy yourself some of this. And even this would work. You just gotta have good scissors. Have good sharp scissors. Now, I'm going to try to take this. No, I'm not. Because then... Hey! I love y'all. And I'm going to be live at 5 today. Oh, gosh, I better not do my nose. I might have some boogies up there. Y'all come see me. And I'm probably upside down. I hope not. If this whole thing was upside down, oh my gosh, y'all, please look at it on the phone. Something that you can turn. I love y'all. Make you one of these. Look at Ryan's video. I'm going to put the link in the description box. And Marianne's too. She's got one. Surely she does. Marianne, if you don't, do one. It's got to be better than this. Let's go out with showing you her gorgeous one again. There's the end. So she just tied a knot. She did a crimp, but you could just tie a knot if you wanted to and put another bead here, or maybe leave a length, tie a knot, bead, tie another knot, and then maybe do some fringe or something. I don't know if I'll come back on and try to do a part 2 or not. Who knows? It could be a year from now. This is genius, though, Marianne. This, Ryan, this, and Marianne for this. And her little bead says... handmade, I think. Handmade with love. Okay, I love y'all so much. Tea with GrannyDee, live at 5.